Welcome, Taurus. Thank you for listening to your reading of August 18, 2022 on your Zodiac Attraction channel, where you will know what the future holds, both in money, your numbers for today, love, health, work and family. So subscribe to the channel, so you don't miss anything. It has been a fairly exhausting day, but not only because of the activities you do, but because there are also people outside of whom you are absorbing their energy like a sponge. The judgment letter indicates that you feel overwhelmed, that there are people who do not stop criticizing you, especially watching your steps. Try as much as possible to stop feeling persecuted, because it is simply paranoia. It does not mean that everyone is aware of you, nor does it mean the opposite, but to the extent that you remove those fears, you will feel much better. There is no need to accept the status quo, especially since you have the power to change it. As long as you have sat and waited for others to take over. Today is the day for you to step forward and implement some desperately needed changes. Today is Independence Day for you. Celebrate it. You will be more subtle than usual. We trust you, don't overdo it. You concentrate your energies more efficiently, you take better advantage of the moments of rest that you give yourself. This Thursday, August 18th, is perfect for learning something, broadening your mind, discovering an unusual place, or making a beneficial trip. Everything that has to do with movement, experience, discoveries. You are tempted by the sea air, you want to embark on sensual crossings, far from your home port. The end of the day could hold some pleasant surprises, a quick trip or a union decided at the last minute. Trust your gut and try to lead with an open heart this morning, dear Taurus, as Venus shares a sweet connection with uplifting Jupiter. However, you'll want to keep your eyes peeled for red flags or erratic behaviors as well, maintaining a healthy discernment during your interactions. Healing will come in the form of social exchanges as evening rolls around, thanks to a supportive aspect between the Moon and Neptune. However, true empowerment will come through quiet meditation or spiritual practices as the day comes to a close and Luna blows a kiss to Pluto, opening you up to encouragement from beyond. Friendships can thrive, or family relationships can be friendlier with a Venus-Jupiter trine early today, dear Taurus. It's a good time to smooth over differences or enhance relationships simply by lending an ear. People you care about seem easier to get along with, and you are notably open to sharing your thoughts with them. It's a good time for negotiations with family or about home and family matters. You might perform a generous act behind the scenes or anonymously, or you could receive unexpected support. Something might surface, such as an unusual coincidence, that brings some joy to your life. Putting your trust in someone can feel refreshing. Later today, you might think a lot about an issue but may not be any better off for it after much to do, so think twice about overthinking. It may be better to have a conversation in your head rather than in person first. If you still think it's a good idea once you have considered all the possibilities, then express it. With the energy of a Mercury-Saturn quincunx active later today, imbalances can be a focal point, but this can keep you in a state of limbo and unrest, so aim to make adjustments. Your intuition is peaking. It will help you sort out some matters that have been puzzling you for a long time. Follow your instinct. It will prove very reliable and guide you in the right direction. At the same time, you will be prone to excess and to mood swings. Your imagination will be running wild, and you will have a tendency to indulge in unattainable fantasies. Try to get your sentimentality under control so that you won't get hurt. If you feel tempted to act in secret, evasively or deceitfully, keep in mind that, sooner or later, it will all come out in the open, so try to behave as prudently as possible. The radical changes currently taking place in your professional and financial life are stressing you out. You are doing everything in your power to restore stability in your career and finances. You are trying to come to terms with an unpleasant situation that has recently arisen in your work environment and to find ways to escape the problems you are faced with and the dead end you have reached. You are making sacrifices and neglecting your personal life in order to put your financial affairs back in order. Now we will tell you how it will go with money and luck, but first remember to give us a like, subscribe to the channel and activate notifications. This helps us a lot and so you never miss your daily reading. Money and luck. You are a very moved person, but on a day like today you feel that things are stopped, definitely, that makes you feel depressed or anxious both. You can control them if you manage to drink some cinnamon, apple, spearmint, chamomile or anise tea. By nature, you tend to be a warm and caring person, but today you probably have more opportunities than usual to show it. Relationships with close friends, children, and lovers are likely to be very satisfying. It is also possible that your creativity is more awake, especially about plants, cooking, and other arts that require affection. Have fun. Your Good Samaritan side makes you take on more work than you can provide. By dint of wanting to help and troubleshoot your neighbor, you are literally overwhelmed. You come to give up your privacy and exhaustion is not far away. Learn to delegate and refuse work, without too much guilt. You can't do everything, and your eagerness to help may lead you to make mistakes anyway. Set achievable goals and make time for your hobbies. Discipline and hard work are your forte. You may be in a disillusioned mood as your career seems to have stalled. However, hard work always pays off. You are on the right track. It is now vital to stick to this path. Do not be tempted by get-rich-quick schemes because your judgment is likely to be compromised right now. Lucky numbers. Your lucky numbers for August 18th are 52, 50, 19, 43, 22, 32. Daily love. The world will be filled with magic, beauty, and glory today, Taurus. In fact, this could end up being one of your favorite periods of the entire year. Your planetary ruler, sweet Venus, the goddess of love and relationships, will dance with the giver of miracles and blessings, Jupiter. You may have a sudden hunch or an emotional instinct about how to improve your personal and romantic life today, so listen to it and follow your heart. This is an amazing time to get close with your one and only or to set up a date with someone who catches your eye. It is essential to know that, in matters of love for you, the energy has been very varied, especially on a day like this. It seems that your partner is very irritable and not precisely because of you, but you must be patient because sometimes you've been on that side. If you are in a relationship, you will be amazed why your partner finally changed a habit that you disliked, which will make both of you feel motivated and in complicity. If you are single, regardless of your age, some insist that you must be in a relationship, the more they have insisted the further, but that does not mean you should take away the opportunity to feel loved, you reflect, because to find a partner only for you and not for please others. For a change, you feel restless and anxious. You no longer like to sit back and let others take control. Today you take the bull by the horns. You may interrupt your boss's office and force him to make a change in work systems. Or, at home, maybe you put the dots on the letters to your partner and family and demand a more equitable distribution of the tasks. Have a good breakfast. It is very sure that you need your energy. Everything will turn out for the best within your relationship. You feel in perfect harmony with your companion. You have the same passions and you have the same love for each other. With this favorable atmosphere, you can already book your next romantic trip. Treat yourself to peace and serenity on a paradisiacal beach or with a magnificent view at the top of a mountain. If you are single, you will have many opportunities to meet someone. Don't rush on the first one. At work. Develop a beautiful workspace, Taurus. No matter what you do for work, you likely have an area you could beautify when Venus in Leo trines Jupiter retrograde in Aries. Time to narrow down your focus during this fiery trine. What can you create to have your ideal workspace? Maybe a fresh coat of paint, a few plants, or other decorations is what you need to spruce up your area. You could even look into a new place if you rent a space to work in. Allow this trine to inspire you to create a happy work setting. You are not used to doing the same work routine or discipline that leads to success, but perhaps there are some other opportunities for you to do other activities that are outside of what you do. That is, use what you have as a platform and not as a punishment so that you will soon find something that really pleases you. You need to change your perspective and start seeing the glass half full, more than half empty. While it's true that things haven't been rosy for you lately, whether at home or work, all of that is about to change. Although you are responsible for causing the change, you'll find that once your attitude improves, great opportunities will begin to flow your way. The transit of the moon brings chances and opportunities. You must therefore stay tuned to what is happening around you so as not to miss anything. It is by being vigilant and available that you will get the best deals. You show great ingenuity to rally all the votes, both emotional and professional. Beware of detractors who act in the shadows. Stay on your toes and don't trust just anyone. Health. They are making you eat certain things that are not to your liking, and perhaps as a child, you could be a bit rebellious. Remember that, if you have the possibility of improving your health, follow these types of orders or suggestions because tomorrow you will appreciate it. You will be excited about certain plans for an upcoming trip, but the friend who was planning to accompany you will be in a bad mood and she will not want to discuss your plans. This can be frustrating for you, but the best thing you can do at this point is to brush it off with your friend. If she's not in the mood, pressing her will create friction between you. Keep your enthusiasm inside of you for now, and talk to your friend tomorrow. Often in the clouds, you annoy those around you with your various blunders. You fall, you break, in short, we tell you to be careful. The presence of Mars in your sky does not help matters. However, a slight inner ear problem cannot be ruled out. Different movements exist to allow you to remedy this. Inquire. And above all, do not be too worried, an improvement should occur in the days to come. For the rest, no need to advise you to be careful, you know that too well. If you have been struggling with your weight, then you are going to see some positive results today. It is the best time to start a regime of healthy diet and exercise. Chances of success will be higher if you take the help and advice of someone near to you regarding your health practices. You will feel full of energy and a new optimism today. Family and friends. You suffer from loneliness. Friends and family don't show up as much as you would like, and you go around in circles cursing this non-ringing phone. In spite, you might even start one of those Homeric anger which leaves you so often bloodless and more alone than ever. Let yourself be guided by the wisdom of Saturn and prefer dialogue to roar. If you need some help or some companionship, why not just ask for it? Your entourage is just waiting for a sign from you. This day can prove to be a turning point in your relationship. You can suddenly begin to see someone close to you in a new light, and this will enable you to take the right decision regarding the direction of this relationship. You will now be able to cut away the deadwood and concentrate on those relationships which can actually make you stronger. We love that you get to this part of the video. Don't forget to subscribe, like it, and leave us your comments. At Zodiac Attraction we always read them, and see you tomorrow. Have a nice day.